Welcome back, everybody. Thought we'd head back to the hole, but along the way I want to stop and check on a couple places. One is a place that I haven't even really looked at yet. It's something of a quarry. Passed by there on the way back from, I don't know, doing something, and had to shoot a couple trappers along the way, so I'm guessing it's something of a trapper camp. Anyway, before we get out of here, this is where we picked up the Mirelurk shells for the Mariner back in Far Harbor. Back in the hole. And I saw this, and a vengeful creature drives the good confessor away and questions his purpose. The children trapped in a crumbling home. To Adam's Island a stranger arrives, a new child we spy. Well, Children of Adam stuff. I'm guessing that little astrological looking chart there would give something for the Elder Scrolls / Fallout universe being parallel theorists to play with. Doesn't help that they put those Nern roots in the Pridwin. Up in the Brotherhood of Steel dirigible, there's a bunch of Nern root growing there. Oh, I'm sure that just fueled those fires, probably on purpose. Anyway, there's a quarry up here, and I want to go look at that. What I'm looking for myself are the last 2 issues of the Islanders Almanac. You have to collect all 5 for a trophy. One was at the Visitor Center. I'd apparently picked that up at some point. You know, where you go help Uncle, what was the name? Uncle Ken? For Mitch back in the hole. And it also allowed us to build there. But anyway, on one of the desks in there, there was a copy, and then there is supposed to be one at the top of the lighthouse where I avenged Cassie's husband, the guy who shot Cassie's husband in the head. And I don't think I got that one. I've been there, and we went there together. In fact, I wouldn't doubt if I were to look back, I'd probably see it out of the corner of my eye while I was looking around, but I don't remember grabbing it. So I'll just go back there on my own. I mean, we've already been there, and it's apparently at the top of that lighthouse, sitting on a box or something. But the one in the quarry, I have no idea. Like I said, I just passed by the quarry, haven't even investigated it. Oh, this is a tough son of a bitch. No. You're not gonna catch me. I hope you can't come in this house. You come in this house, little bitch? These guys are a bit like a Deathclaw. Oh, run then. While I'm running. Yeah, I'm the one that's scared here. This creepy-ass radioactive storm isn't helping. I don't need him sneaking up on me. These things will flank. I love that about this. It's the AI is vastly improved over a lot of other games. There we go. There he is. I'm sure he's going to take out Dog Meat here in a second. No? He's coming for me. Oh, good. Look at that. Nothing. All headshots and nothing. All I did was just manage to piss him off. Yeah, I probably don't want him shooting me now. Look at those nasty-ass spitballs. They remind me a bit more of the Reavers. Reavers used to throw stuff like that. I think they were crap balls, honestly. Which I thought was pretty funny, pretty cool at the same time. Just reach back and pull out a radioactive ball of Reaver poo and throw it at your face. That is so just disrespectful. I think I got dog meat. No. The spitballs. I'm not sure if they're poison or what their thing is. Probably radioactive poison, whatever. I know you see me here. Yeah, here you come. Come on. Eat my landmine, bitch. Got him. I got him. Nice. Even with all my ranks of Scrounger and everything else, still running low on ammo. I consider... Oh, nice. There we go. I may not use it, but it's at least along the lines of the stuff that I do use. Very good. Yeah, anything under 500 rounds, I'm not comfortable. I need to be in the 1,000 range. I don't care how much carry weight that is. Look, I need lead. Just give me more ammo. It's never enough. I've been pretty much spending all my caps on it too, and still. Lead Rage Mirelurks. Okay, so you got Mirelurk. There's probably a quest that'll send me to whatever that is right there. I'm not going to worry about it. Now with the new survival mode, I like that enemies respawn much slower. Some enemies don't seem to respawn at all, or if they do, it's just at a much reduced rate where you can go back, you know, like a week later to a place and the enemies still won't be back. I like that. Okay, I really like that a lot. So it's a vast improvement on the game overall. And I'll give you an example. Under the old modes, even under the old survival mode, the enemies would respawn so quickly that anywhere you went, if you cleared out an area, you really hadn't done anything. You could literally just walk away and come right back, and sometimes the enemies would already be there again. I've had raiders re-attack me, leaving a building that were guarding that building when I went in. And I wasn't in there that long. I was in there, you know, just to, I don't know, do a quest or go find something, come back out, and they'd be back already. And I'd be like, this just, it doesn't, yeah, it just, it kind of, once again, just one of the other billion things that are like intentionally in there to break the immersion. I can't believe the developers did all this by accident. These aren't oversights. Anyway, whatever, doesn't matter. I mean, what's done is done, right? But now if you clear an area, it's cleared. It's pretty much cleared for a particular period of time. And by the time enemies do come back, I feel like, you know, it's reasonable to expect them to have come back at some point. If not the same enemies, different enemies. I would like that. That was a mechanic. Okay, I may be in trouble. These guys dodge and weave like Deathclaws, something. A lot like Deathclaws. Yeah, that would be really cool. But either way, you know, that's fine if a raider camp wants to get taken over by some other raiders, you know, after some period of time. Well, yeah, empty space. If you don't fill it, somebody else is going to. I get it. But not in 5 minutes, you know. Let it be weeks or months, you know. That's all very cool. But in this case, it used to be so bad that I wouldn't even go explore areas that I really wanted to go look at, knowing that if I went in there and cleared it, a quest was likely to send me right back there in the next 5 minutes or so, and I'd have to go clear it again. You know, and it'd be like, I felt like it was forcing me to farm for XP to overlevel, you know, and that was kind of contrary to how I wanted to play. It's just another example of, you know, it's the ripple effect of bad design, you know, how that can affect various aspects of your gameplay and stuff. So now I can feel free to explore something, and odds are it's going to be filled with some kind of enemies or something. Sometimes you get lucky and come across some friendlies in a place, and that's kind of cool too. I used to like that about Fallout 3, because there were random friendly settlements. You know, Big Town, all kinds of different places. Anyway, you could run across stuff like that too. But still, considering most of the places here are hostile, once you clear them out, if you do get sent back there on a quest, odds are your quest is basically going to be complete. Because you've essentially done everything. I mean, it might go ahead and respawn, you know, some, you know, boss level enemy or something that you have to kill. You know, some final ghoul or something that you have to get rid of to call a place clear. That's fine. That's fine. But don't make me just re-kill the entire mob 5 minutes later after I just killed them. That's not just unrealistic. It's like, I don't know, counter-immersive or something. So that's definitely a good thing. Vast improvement with this mode. I still say there's more downside than upside until they balance. It's balancing issues that I have a problem with, and that's really it. But one problem, let's put it this way, one engine problem can shut down your entire car. Okay, so one balancing problem can honestly ruin the entire batch until it's fixed. once it's fixed, it can be a great thing. And I hope that they do that. They're still in the development stage for the what I believe is the last of the DLCs, Nuka World, to come out. Okay, so the options for a patch are still out there. Don't know how Bethesda can be pushed to correct something that is I consider broke. I hope it's not just my opinion. If it's just my opinion, then I'm just that one guy over here, and they can do without my $60 because they got everybody else's $60. But if enough people say, hey, this is shit, this could be so much better if you just simply did this. And, you know, it's hard at the same time not to ask Bethesda to please do this and then scream at them out of the other side of your mouth. Why the fuck didn't you do it in the first place? You know, because, I mean, sometimes you bang your head, you know, it's facepalm, like how did you wrap your mind? How did you ever call this a good thing? You know, like, why'd you do this? And there's probably reasons. You know, I'm not back there in the back offices while they're developing these games, doing the coding and trying to get everybody's opinions all lined up with everybody else's to, you know, put the same project together. I mean, I'm not there, so I don't know exactly what they're dealing with. But I do know, if you get a bunch of people working together, all it takes is one person with a stronger voice than another, but the stronger voice has bad ideas that can mess up the entire picture because that person doesn't get it. You know, if you have a an action game mind, yes, overseeing an RPG project, then guess what the final product's going to be? Guess what it's going to smack of? Guess what it's going to taste of? Guess how the ambience is going to feel, right? I mean, it just kind of goes to figure. You know, when a project lead has a vision, if that vision is not even in the same realm or the same universe as the people who see RPG games before they even make them, then the end product is going to be something more akin to, I don't know, Doom than, you know, Fallout, for example. It kind of seems like that may be what's going on here. This isn't complaining. This is actually some small hope that Bethesda will actually do the right thing and actually come in and balance their survival mode, because it can actually be an improvement on the game. It adds something to it, at least from the gameplay's perspective. I think they've broken the immersion as far as the starting of the game and as far as the story they set. I don't think you can sharpen that dual bag of hammers. I don't think you can. I think it's dead. I think they started with a rotting corpse and they're trying to birth babies from it. And it's just an abomination. That's what it turns out to be. It is what it is. But if you can get past, you honestly just have to ignore the intro to the game. Just ignore it and start from the vault, and then ignore a few primary cutscenes and events throughout the course of the game that drag you out of the legitimate picture you may have made for your character to destroy your immersion once again. You know, things like the dream sequence where you go through and, you know, there's things that pull you back in. So if you take the main story out of the game, it's not a bad game. If you put the main story in the game, it ruins it. So we're forced to, as players, ignore it. Am I right? I mean, is that really the gist of it? But then it's an ugly truth. I don't even want to look at it. I don't either. But I kind of had to accept it. You know, like, but you know, that's really the gist of it. If you ignore the main story, if you ignore all the principles of a predefined character who has such a linear plot, and it makes no sense in the course of the game, and makes no sense into anything you do in the game, and if you want to enjoy any part of the game, you have to deviate from what would be your main obsession in the game, which is to, you know, find your kid, which is everything but what you do in the game, essentially. If you can block that out, the game actually becomes pretty good. There's some good side stories. There's some good storylines in the game. There's some good stuff to do. It's almost like they still have a few guys who actually worked on Fallout and Elder Scrolls games, and they're somewhere hidden in the back room who aren't allowed to talk very often, but when they do, they're allowed to force a good idea back into the game from a overall project outline that just sucks shit. I mean, it's garbage. So anyway, it appears that their voices got heard in the DLC. I think Fallout 4 I think they got their money, but I don't think they got a very good reaction. they aren't even close to Game of the Month, much less Game of the Year, and I think that's what they wanted. That's probably what they're spoiled and used to in the past, and it's what they just kind of expected by default in the present, and no. No, you don't get that. All you did was got a good meta rating and some money back, but your game overall, yeah, you guys are sending out a very bad signal to your fans, letting us know that at some point we may have to drop you off. And let that be heard by Bethesda. But you think they get smacked right there. And all those people that got big voices that bring shit opinions into the development of the game, fire their bitch ass. Send them off to go work on games that other people play. Leave the RPG genre in all of its majesty and glory to be what it is, and stop wearing pants that are too big for you. You're not fit to develop RPGs. Get the fuck out of here. You know, shots fired. Shots heard around the world to all self-proclaimed RPG developers who want to dress themselves up in the big boy shoes and then get called out on the dance floor and get out there and do the funky Charleston and get laughed off the stage. Get the fuck out of here. Seriously, get out of here. Stop touching our games. You're polluting things. You're making things bad. And for you fans that support that same type of stuff, stop it. Myself included. Stop it. Stop giving them the money. Make them get some act right. Make them fire the bad people and rehire some good people. And let's get back to making games that are actually RPGs. Most definitely. Yeah, these DLCs here have really breathed some life back into the game and saved it somewhat for me. They have. I dreaded coming back to even play them. I had paid for them, so I said I'm going to come check them out. And honestly, if they'd have been bad, I'd have just streamed them. We'd have streamed them, we'd have checked them out, we'd have bitched and moaned and groaned about them real loud, and then, you know, that's that. But most definitely worthy of doing a playthrough. I'm having more fun doing these videos for you guys than all the main game put together, and that's not even an exaggeration. Having a lot more fun. I enjoy exploring areas like this. Anyway, I'm looking for... There's a little side room somewhere, and it's where I'll find my Islander's Almanac. And I looked around and I'm like, what the hell? Anyway, apparently there's an entire section I missed over here with some Mirelurk eggs. All the explosives and stuff that they had set up back there in the main quarry were apparently because of these Mirelurks. They had tried to set up their camp on a quarry, which was a Mirelurk nesting ground. Rather than eradicate all the Mirelurks and then set up... No, they were going to try to live side by side. Yeah, that's not going to work. I gotta drop some junk. Yeah, some of the stuff is so heavy it's not worth the weight. I need certain types of these materials here, but not at the expense of like 3 pounds for one stupid gear or 3 pounds for, you know, one piece of ceramic. That's not worth it. Kind of hard to pass up on oil, though. I mean, that's heavy, but, you know, oil is actually rare enough where it's worth keeping. There we go. Get rid of some of that junk. £3 for some cloth? Yeah, that's totally not worth it. 2.5 pounds for leather, which I don't need at all. Alright. That'll allow me to pick up some stuff. They're living down here? Dude, get rid of the barrels. Idiots. Think you're safe down here, huh? Oh, you got to be kidding. Set off a warning shot. Well, there we go. Made up for it. Got him. wonder exactly where my magazine will be down here. Anyway, from here I'll head back to the lighthouse real quick and just run to the top and hope I can find that other one. That ought to give me the trophy. I just want the trophy. Might as well get it while I'm here, right? And then I'll head back and I'll meet you guys at the hull. We'll go turn in all this stuff. So we've done Little Bertha a favor, who I really liked. She's a very cool character. Little kid who actually understands what it means to grow and survive as a community. Got to get out there and got to learn to take care of ourselves and work for ourselves and stop squatting on these people's lands. And, you know, especially Little Bertha down there stuck in what they call the dregs. Down there at the their little version of a slum, which is just a little hole at the end of the pier without any real protection or anything. Probably don't have any money to buy any of the stuff from the shopkeepers there, who aren't looking out for anyone but themselves. There's a bunch of assholes there at the hole, to be honest. There it is. There it is. Good deal. I don't really even care what it does. I just want the trophy. It doesn't make them bad people. Well, unsavory. Maybe distasteful people, but on the same token, there's a certain amount of grit with those people, too. You know, like Alan. As hard as he comes across when you first meet him, maybe not someone I want to become friends with, or maybe not someone that's worth the effort it would take to earn his trust and become friends. Maybe he is. I don't know. I mean, he seems like one of those that once he's got your back for good. And those are more solid people than the ones who are flaky, that'll love you long time today and stab you in the back 5 minutes from now, you know, that type of thing. I'd much rather have the one who it takes a minute to become buddies, but then once you are, they got your back. You know, you have a solid, staunch ally. That's far preferable. I'm gonna grab some of these. Take them back with me. Boink. So you have that quality of people there. It's just, I don't know. Just sitting there taking advantage of the Mariner's good graces. I mean, what could she do to kick him off the pier? I mean, could she even if she wanted to? And then that's just a horrible position to be in for her. She's being taken advantage of in every way, and that's bad. So, well, okay, well then I'm going to turn against... no, I wouldn't turn against those people for that, but they need to be accountable and stuff at some point. Maybe it's not for me to do that. The island's taken enough from them. They prepaid their dues. In other words, if they want to be assholes, they've certainly paid the price for that. They've lost loved ones and stuff to this fog and to these children of Adam, either directly or indirectly, and who knows what else. So, you know, it's their home, and that's I can't forget that it's their home. It's not the children of Adam's home here. I don't care what they claim for the fog, with their religious zealotry and their murdering. No, I don't care.
Cutting carapaces is a dirty job. The pay will be worth it. I got your Mirelurk carapaces. Finally, it's done. Everything that can be welded, duct tape. I got your Mirelurk carapaces. Finally, it's done. Everything that can be welded, duct tape, or superglued to the damn docks, all there. Feels like I can finally sit a spell and relax. Take this. It's well earned.
So, what are you planning next?
Been far too long since I've taken to the sea. It calls me, but that's for another day, mainlander.
Got a harpoon gun, huh? Well, I probably won't be using that.
Bring it on, Island. I can take it. You can.
Hopefully Little Bertha won't walk off mid-conversation.
I cleared the lumber mill for you.
We gotta go see the captain. Here's the pay. I don't care if you don't want it. People keep leaving the island. But now that there's land to call their own, they'll come back. My friends have already sent word.
Every day,
we're going to
another
turn back the
harbor man
tide.
leaves the island.
You'll see.
Ah, so that's where we get settlers. People coming back who have fled Far Harbor because they figured this is the last stop for the fog to finally wipe everybody out. Which makes sense.
Hard times.
Ah, so if you start developing land and rebuilding the island, people start returning, and that's where you can get some settlers. That's cool. That explains it. I like that.
Bertha?
Excuse me, ma'am?
Smalls, we got no time for you.
The mainlander cleared out Echo Lake Lumber Mill.
Why are we even talking to the captain about this?
She's got things we need. We gotta get off the docks, Captain. If you give us some of those Acadian fog condensers, my friends are ready to homestead the lumber mill.
Surviving is about more than taming fog. We've got to stay together, Bertha.
But we're no good here. Harbormen need their own land, something to protect and hold.
I was wrong about you.
What?
Not you. You. Bertha knows this island better than you, Avery. We give folks some condensers, materials, and a chance to build defenses. And we'll survive all right. And thrive even.
I can lend a hand too.
You would? Well, then their odds are sure to be better. Give them the fog condensers, Avery.
Well, I won't stop you, but until we deal with the children of Adam, settling the island again, it could blow up in your face. Come, Bertha.
You might want to check up on Echo Lake. Bertha's friends would no doubt welcome you. And take this. You never cease to amaze.
Now, I'm gonna play nice with the Children of Adam for a minute, but I'm wondering if just wiping them off the map now. I mean, I know deep down that is the absolute right thing to do right now, and best for everybody. Fewer people die, the sooner you get rid of them.
The fog's poison.
Avery.
It's hard to believe before you came here, all hope seemed lost. But now we've taken back homesteads. People are finally coming together. And all of it, it's all because of you.
You give me too much credit.
Hardly. With all you've done, including the captain's dance, I guarantee you, generations from now, we'll still talk about you. My people are so mired with their own concerns, I don't think they even realize that you saved us. All of us. Anything I give you or do for you, it just isn't enough. But take this, and thank you.
Protection from radiation and breathe underwater, huh? Okay, that's kind of cool. Kind of like the breather mask you get in New Vegas, except for the radiation part.
Captain?
I hope the harbor's being good to you.
You know of anyone that could use some help?
Maybe ask Mitch at the last plank. Some people at the end of the docks might need help too. Everyone calls them the dregs.
I have to go.
Be well.
Hey, Bertha.
All of us in the dregs owe you.
Yeah, maybe just taking out the new evil leader of the Children of Adam or whatever is enough to bring a short-term peace or whatever, but if these people can be misled to murder and worship death-dealing fog, then they'll always be able to do that. So, yeah, no good. If you want to subscribe, click that button up top. If you want to catch the rest of this playthrough, you can click that image in the middle. It should send you straight to the playlist. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.